server is currently congested. 8 people in queue. I think we have different definitions of congested. Oh, 8. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Where the fuck am I? Be so for real. Be so for real. Hello? Hello? Where am I? Morning. Hello? Hey, hi, hello, how are you? My name is Kelly, resident. Fuck! It's fine! It's fine. Why have I already dropped 24 frames? I don't want to talk about it. We're gonna continue a Realm Reborn. They're working on rescuing Scion. Now that I'm looking at them, I kind of... I was playing Sarah. Alright. We're rescuing the Scions from Astron. Later, I just got a cookie. I'm so fucking ready. I hope you have a Christmas if you celebrate. Okay. Oh! I think I fucked around with some mic settings. Okay, that should be good. Ugh. Yes. Oh, Slothborn. Well met, friend. What brings you to Revenant's Toll? This and that. Did I hear you rightly? Your friends are being held captive at Castrum Sentry. You want to rescue them? I don't mean to discourage you, but that might prove difficult. The stronghold has been on high alert of late, with armored patrols seen around about the perimeter around the clock. Not even a flag could get within 100 yalms of the walls undetected. If the Garleans were alerted to our coming, we cannot know what they will do to Minfilia and the others. We must act with the greatest stealth. Aye, it has to be good old infiltration. Good old-fashioned infiltration. But with security so tight, how are we going to smuggle ourselves in? Why, I have a mind to walk through the front door. Huh? The front door? Aye, we'll disguise ourselves as Imperial troops and march right in. For this, we'll need a few sets of Imperial uniforms, a suit of Magitech armor, and impeccable timing. Huh, that's a bold strategy, but it might work. Where we are, there's certainly no shortage of opportunities to borrow the equipment. Knowing those Imperial bastards, they won't even suspect that we savage Eorzeans would think to use their technology. Then it's settled! If you're determined to go ahead with this, I'd recommend you speak with Glaumund. The fellow's got a personal grudge against the Empire, and happens to know a great deal about Castrum Sentry besides. I have no doubt that he'd want to be of aid. Ida and I shall go to reconnoitre Garlean activity at the stronghold. It would not do if something were to befall our comrades before we had the chance to act. Come and join us when you're ready, Calon. Let's do this. Okay. Sometimes I wonder, are there ever times when you are not enthused? I'm nothing if not enthused, Ishola, and you're beginning to remind me of Papa Limo. I don't know. Glaumund and Sarkmalark. Every time I see that fucking name, Sarkmalark gets me. What's down here? In here. I must know. What do you do? I can already dye my clothes. What? I don't know what that is. Looking for Glaucont, are you? Well, you found him, whoever you are. You're looking to get inside Castle Sentry. You need my help? Something tells me we're gonna get along just fine. Yay! So you have friends at Castle Sentry what want for rescue. That Slothborn knows me too well. Aye, you can count on my help. I've got a score to settle with the Imperials, and I never pass on an opportunity to get back at the Horsons. But enough about me. Let's talk strategy. Rescuing folk from captivity's right delicate business. A single oversight, just one little blunder, and it's all over. You can't leave any room for uncertainty. For starters, you need to confirm beyond the shadow of a doubt that your friends are where you think they are. You don't want to risk your neck only to discover they've been moved elsewhere. But how can you find out, you ask? By following these instructions. If you approach Sentry from the east, you'll see a swampland to your left called the Tangle. Get in there, never mind all the marbles, and navigate your way to the southwestern corner. You'll come upon some drainage pipes coming down from the stronghold. Don't ask me how I know, but one of them leads back up to the command tower. If you listen closely, might be as you can eavesdrop on some of the happenings within. Once we know for certain your friends are there, we'll move on to the next stage of the operation. Now, get going, and Godspeed.
Okay.
Oh, I'm doing all the fucking work. As always. There's a reason my main character is an unwilling mole. Many reasons, actually. Yeah, that aged well. You and I'm a frog. I remember when I first started, these fucking bitches were some of the ones that pissed me off the most. That'd get caught. Oh! What the fuck was that? Can you tell I've done a Realm Reborn a couple times? Wait. Let me just go ahead and do this. I'm level 35. Not that I'm complaining a little bit. Crazy, Dio. The faint sound of conversation echoes down the pipe. What of the captive? Does she still refuse to speak? She may as well be a deaf mute for all the information we've gotten out of her. The others aren't much better. He yells and gets on my nerves most of all. Every time he opens his mouth, it's only to spout gibberish. I do wonder, why is the Tribunus so obsessed with this Minfilia woman? They say she possesses some mystical power, something we Garleans don't have. Mystical power? Like the kind the beastmen use? How am I supposed to bloody know? You're so curious, why don't you ask the Tribunus yourself? As well try to humble her. As well try to tumble her. I like my head where it is, thank you. A break is over. Best we get back to our stations. Ooh. Footfalls grow fainter until all is silent.
Wow.
Slow little going with me and my big carby. Making my way uptown. It's good to see you again, Callum. I'm given to understand you have conducted some reconnaissance. Tell me, what were you able to learn? So, Philly and the others are indeed at Castrum Sentry. Their presence thus confirmed, you may proceed with the mission. While you were afield, Sid took the liberty of devising a plan of action. Pray have the details from him. Good work, Callum. As Alphino has already told you, we've plotted out a course for the rescue. The gist of it is unchanged. We disguise ourselves as Imperial soldiers and infiltrate the stronghold. Glaumund is looking into ways to procure a suit of Magitech armor. In the meantime, I need your assistance for some preparation of my own. Nymphilia and the others are counting on us, Callum. Let's not keep them waiting any longer than necessary. I'm here. I'm chilling. I'm ready, man. While Glaumund goes about devising his plan, we need to see some preparation of our own. It wouldn't do if the Imperials were to discover that they're short in armor. To prevent this from happening, I'm going to put together a makeshift communications jamming device. The explanation is like to get a bit technical, so bear with me. Imperial forces communicate at a distance via electromagnetic waves. Simply put, voices are born upon etheric lightning energy that permeates the air. Now, the hill-sized cluster of corrupted crystals to the west has been observed to amplify the selfsame energy. By making use of this property, we should be able to drown out Imperial voices. To ensure that we have enough amplification, we must identify the most potent crystals among the cluster. For this, I need you to go there and use this device to take readings. I'll mark the likely places on your map. Oh, and just so you know, plasmoids are drawn to lightning energy. Don't be surprised if you run into a few. Okay. Bonk. E. Yo, okay. Yeah. Broke my fucking ankles, bitch. You have the readings. Excellent. Here, let me see the numbers. Yes. 4 of these crystals should suit our purpose, though I pray that we won't have need of their power. My thanks, Callum. Clean the wax out of your ears now, because there's something I want you to do by way of preparation. The plan's to have you enter Castrom's Sentry all decked out in Imperial duds, but a disguise is more than just the clothes you're wearing. You also gotta act the part. At the very least, you need to know how to perform a convincing Imperial salute. First impressions are everything, as they say. I could teach you the salute myself, of course, but it's best you learned it from the experts. So get yourself near as you dare to Castrum Sentry and watch the Imperials doing what they do. Okay. Back I go again. Technically have Scholar at 50 as well. Just have to do the quests. There we go. Yeah. Nothing to report, sir. We have received an anonymous warning that insurgent forces are near. We must redouble our vigilance. I shall recommend that patrols be increased. Banani. Me banani. Oh, eat shit. Voluptuous Vivian. Okay. So, did you manage to learn the Imperial salute? No. Best you don't demonstrate. I'm liable to fly into a rage and crack skulls. I'll just take your word for it. Yeah. 446. You are called Calon Alba, yes? I have heard of your plight from my friend Glaumont. As a fellow adventurer and son of Eorzea both, I would offer you my assistance. In order to infiltrate Castrum Sentry, you and your comrades must disguise yourselves as Imperial soldiers. The question is how to go about acquiring the uniforms and helms. There are places a man might purchase them, but individuals who deal in such wares are not the sort to whom you would entrust your secrets. It would be more prudent, I believe, to procure what you need via traditional means, from the bodies of their recently deceased owners. The fortified area before Castrum Sentry never lacks for Imperial patrols. It ought not take long to obtain 3 sets of gear, one for each member of the infiltration team, Biggs, Wedge, and yourself. When you have what you need, please return here and allow me to inspect the spoils. And back we go. Back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. This story area is particularly obnoxious for the back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Which it makes sense why we're going back and forth, but still, good God, man. Oh, I was not paying attention. No, fuck! I fucked it. Good job. Anyway. Voluptuous Vivian. will shatter. Ooh. Oh, I do not know how I wasn't seen, but I'm so glad I wasn't. I took on every odd job offered me, fronting messages and calling pesky fauna like a good little adventure. Oh, wrong person. Hi, Sark. Are you able to obtain 3 sets of Imperial equipment? Damaged, as I had suspected. In their present condition, I fear these uniforms and helms are like to draw suspicion. They must be repaired, if only superficially. Fortunately, the blacksmith Ignolf at the Diamond Forge in Ruena's House of Splendors should be able to hammer them into shape in no time. I've already sent word ahead, and have been assured that he is expecting you. Worry not, we have already impressed upon him the need for utmost secrecy as to the nature of your mission. We're just telling everyone, huh? So you're the Avenger Sark Malark sent, are you? I've been waiting for you. Now let's get to see what you've got for me. I see. Ah yes, I reckon I can hammer these back into shape for you. After all, I owe your friend Sark Malark a favor or two. Took good care of old Agenolf back in the days before I fell in with old Rowena, he did. You know, he's the son of one of the wealthiest families in the Sultanate. Wouldn't expect someone like that to end up in the life he did, but I suppose he always felt the Venturer's life calling him. Well, here I go blabbering on when there's work to be done. Just hold your horse birds for a moment or two and the grey Agenolf will have your gear looking good as new. And there we have it. Won't do you much good in battle, mind ye, but from what I hear, that's not your priority anyhow. Well, I do send Sark Malark my regards, will ye? Okay. Damn. Right time. Have you had the uniforms and helms repaired? Yes, these will serve beautifully. The great Agenolf never fails to impress. The quality of these repairs would fool even a legatus. Thus equipped, you should not have any trouble blending in amongst Imperial forces. Lest you fear that the Garleans might detect your forwardness, foreigners in fact form the greater part of the Garlean invasion force in Eorzea. You see, when this empire subjugates new territory, it assimilates the people of that land into its armed forces. In turn, these conscripted forces are sent to subjugate faraway lands. In this way, Garlemald nips rebellion in the bud and expands its territory in one fell stroke. With that, my part in your mission is done. I am full glad to have been of assistance to your cause. Why would I, a wealthy merchant, wish to help you? I know not where you heard such a tale, but believe me when I say that I am but another humble adventurer, one who desires only to act in the best interests of the realm. Good work getting them Imperial duds. You'll be pleased to hear I ain't been idle myself. It took me long enough, but I've finally hatched a plan to get us a suit of Magitech armor. Now, from what I've seen, Castrom's Sentry deploys a Reaper for most of its patrols. Trouble is, the patrols themselves are irregular, meaning random routes and random deployments, and hardly any of them come anywhere near Revenant's toll. So, hoping to coax the Imperials out of their shells, I took the liberty of feeding them a bit of the old false intelligence. Told them insurgents had designs on their stronghold. Ain't far from the truth now that I come to think of it. Any road, we should start seeing more patrols than we have up till now. What you need to do is approach one of these patrols dressed up in your shiny tin suit and alert them to the enemy's presence. Haven't done that, you'll want to lure them as near to Revenant's toll as you can. Like as not though, they'll be wary of venturing far from their own walls. If they do need a bit of extra encouragement, use this smoke signal here, built fresh from an Imperial scout. They'll come running when they see that. And when the cavalry arrives, you hit them hard and make off with their Reaper. Simple as that. If I ain't mistaken, there's a patrol sweeping the perimeter right now, so run along, eh? Oh, and don't forget to salute. Me. That there for now. Nui. Funky little bunny Imperial soldier. Me when I'm a bunny and an Imperial soldier. Oh. One of our covert operatives, are you? Carry on, soldier. Insurgents gathering to the east, you say? Judging by your description, they are well beyond the perimeter, but I will not have it said that I was remiss. You, return to the scene and keep an eye on those insurgents. Should aught go awry, use a smoke signal to call us.
Okay.
Oh, fuck off. Aw, no more voluptuous Vivian. Oh, fool me twice. There it is. Oh, and it's a solo duty, right? There we go. Okay. I hope you don't mind my joining, seeing as we're seized advanced weaponry. I thought it'd be best to be on hand. Ah, there she is. This is the place, but where is the enemy? Sir, over there! Send in the Reaper. Let us make an example of these insurgents. I like that I'm still in the Imperial outfit. Hee That's it? Girl. At last, our very own suit of Magitech armor. Not wishing to get look a gift chocobo in the beak. Does seem worse for wear, doesn't it? Well, there's a fact she's smoking, of course, but looking past that, I'd say she was structurally sound. I don't like the way these legs are buckled. I hate to say this, but the servo mechanism may be damaged. Eh, aren't those things protected by ilm-thick armor plate? They are, yes. It's odd. The casing doesn't seem to have taken a blow. I suspect we're dealing with a faulty part. Well, whatever it is we're dealing with, we're not resting till it's fixed. Not 1 week of sleep. You got that, Wedge? Oh, heart chocobo. I heard that. A hall has been set aside for our use in Revenant's Toll. That's where we'll carry out the repairs. Look for us there, Callum. Okay. A cute little bunny. Oh! Fair enough. Anyway, now let me not be ugly anymore. Gotta get back in glamour. I'm fucking ugly. Not the decent level 83 gear. Magitech took armor. Sid and the others took it inside. Go on and join them. Yes. Let me in. We've now had time to take a closer look at the Reaper. Our preliminary diagnosis was correct. She's structurally sound, but her servo mechanism is faulty. You needn't worry though. Biggs and Wedge will see her restored to her former glory in no time at all. Give those two something to mend, and they will think of naught else till the job's done. It is a marvelous thing to behold, provided you remind them to visit the privy. Okay.
Wow.
The repairs are proceeding apace. It shouldn't be long now before Biggs and Wedge complete their work. There is, however, one small problem. As you may recall, the Machina's servo mechanism was discovered to be faulty. Wedge has subsequently ascertained that the Magitech core which drives it is worn beyond use. Such cores are rather fragile devices which must be replaced at regular intervals. Thanks to the negligence of our Imperial colleagues, however, the one used in this Reaper was long overdue. Alas, we do not have access to a ready replacement here in Mordona. But all is not lost. Wedge thinks he may have identified an alternative solution. Go and see him, would you? He'll explain the details to you. As I believe the Chief has already informed you, the Magitech core is worn beyond use. We need to find a replacement. I thought about having you appropriate more Reapers, but even if the Dunderhead maintenance engineers of Castrum Sentry had remembered to replace their cores, we would risk arousing Imperial suspicion. But do not despair, for I believe there is a solution. To substitute the Magitech core with a Mammoth Heart. In case you don't know, a Mammoth Heart can be used to grant sentience to an automaton. By my reckoning, such a device should be more than capable of regulating the armor's servo mechanism. We'll just need to make some minor modifications to the housing unit. I've already placed an order for a first-rate Mammoth Heart with the Goldsmiths Guild. All that remains is for someone to go to Ul'dah and collect it. Oh, and to pay for it. I mentioned how much they cost? No? Well, they typically cost something in the order of... I hope you don't mind footing the bill. It's for a good cause. Well... Aw, wait, that's so cute! That's so cute! Hey, ma'am. Hello there. Come to collect a Mammoth Heart, you say? Then you must be here on behalf of Garland Ironworks. I've taken the liberty of picking the finest example we have. A heart fit for a prince among mammoths. Payment? Oh, that won't be necessary. The heart is for Master Alphino's personal use, after all. He notified us a short while ago that his manservant would be coming to collect it. Alphino. Tender in years though he may be, Master Alphino has been a benefactor of ours since my predecessor's time. The Goldsmiths Guild wouldn't dream of charging him. But here's the Mammoth Heart. May it serve you well. Oh, and please do pass on my compliments to your master. Alphino, you little shit. Fucking sir. Manservant, you bitch. Forgot he did that. Ew, I just realized I still look like that. What the fuck? Where the fuck is Alpha now? You little shit. Here. Bitch. Yes. We have the Mammoth Heart. I can't wait to see if it works. Hurrah! Thank you so much. But this is magnificent. It must have cost an emperor's ransom. Free of charge, courtesy of Alphino. Coming from an influential family certainly has its advantages. But without further ado, let's give it a try. I've already modified the housing unit, so it should slot right in. Should. There, she's ready. Magitech armor, engage. Or not. She just needs a loving tap, I'll wager. Yes, she's She's alive! Let's take her outside and put her through her paces. Callan, would you care to do the honors? Sure. Hop into the pilot seat. We'll begin as soon as you're ready. First, I'd like you to try climbing that tangle of crystals yonder. As far up as you can go, if you please. Oh, and for if some reason you need to dismount, simply come back here and we'll start again. No anomalous movements detected from either leg. Good. Next, jump back down and sprint north quick as you can. Leg joints absorbing all impact without incident. Excellent. Please make your way back, Caroline. I'm avoiding the fords. Torso remains stable during vigorous motion. Excellent. That concludes our test. Thank you for your cooperation. Here's a summary of my findings. The drivetrain is in sound condition. With some fine-tuning, we can expect a noticeable improvement in performance. As for the servo mechanism, I'm afraid it's not nearly as responsive as it should be, and I'm at a loss to explain why. The mammoth heart is in pristine condition and should be installed correctly. Perhaps its inner workings are simply too different to operate harmoniously with the armor's other mechanisms. Whereas Magitech cores serve only to conduct impulses, mammoth hearts enable automata to process the information collected by the sensors as feelings. Maybe she just doesn't feel like a part of the team? In which case, we should all do our best to make her feel welcome. Welcome, my dear. Daft as it felt, I gave it my best. Welcomed myself to a bloody standstill. What were you expecting it to do, anyway? Bob us a curtsy? No doubt you're wondering why the servo mechanism is so important as to warrant this silliness. Without it, the pilot would be required to control the armor's every movement manually. This would be an onerous task at the best of times and wholly impractical during battle. Using a mammoth heart in place of the worn Magitech core seemed a promising solution. Alas, the device does not appear to be compatible with Garlean technology. Wedge, are there no other ways we might demonstrate our appreciation to our friend here? I'm at my wit's end, Chief. She just doesn't seem convinced. We could try a little dance, perhaps, or cheer our heads off. Imperials! They've come for the armor! Damn it, they have us cornered. Idiots. There's the Reaper! Taken by the traitor Garland. And is that the Icon Slayer? Oh, bollocks. Call for reinforcements! They said, ah shit, dog. The hells you will. We've located the stolen Reaper, requesting immediate assistance. Respond! Respond! It's no use, sir. There's some sort of interference. Curse you, Garland! No matter. If we can't reclaim it, destroy it! Nor. Bloody hells. Gallon, protect the armor at all costs. I'm just a little guy. I'm a summoner, dog. I'm a caster. The fuck you mean protect the armor at all costs? Hello? Idiot. I remember that being harder. Chief, look, she moved! And now she deigns to grace us with her presence. Took us a good while, but we're finally ready. Time to infiltrate Castrum Sentry and rescue our comrades. There, the finishing touch. Friend. The servo mechanism is now fully functional. All it took was a simple fight to the death. Remind me not to install a mammoth heart aboard the Enterprise, would you? Much as I love her, I would rather not be required to profess it before boarding. But enough of that. Let us see to our final preparations. Thanks to Biggs and Wedge, the Reaper is as good as new. We're as prepared as we're like to get. And finally. Thank you, Yor, for resubscribing. For 6 months, holy shit. Happy Christmas, happy holidays. I wish you a good night. Please rest. Find men and women what are about to make my lifelong wish come true. Yeah, Glum. Well, we'll do our best. It occurs to me, for all the help you've afforded us, we know little and less about you. What did the Empire do to earn your ire? But I fear I've put my curiosity before consideration. I quite understand if you'd rather not relive those memories. No, I don't mind, really. Truth be told, a part of me was itching to tell you my tale. Mind you, 'tis hardly novel. I ain't the first to suffer at Imperial hands. Like most folk, I used to have a mother. She was a sweet, caring woman with a smile never far from her face. There was a sister, too. Pretty little thing, she was. Gentle as a lamb, but tough as nails. We were poor folk living simple lives, but we knew happiness just the same. And then the Imperials came and took it all away. When Alamigo fell, they put my family in a camp. Being a lad, I was made to do hard labor, while my mother and sister were forced to do far worse. They hid their suffering from me as best they could, but I knew, and the thought of it drove me mad. We had to escape, and so I hatched a plan to get us out of the city. We were caught We were picking our way around a gorge not far outside the walls when they caught up with us. And rather than allow themselves to be taken again, my mother and sister leaped over the edge before my very eyes. Heartbroken as I was, I didn't put up a fight when the Imperials clapped me in chains and dragged me back. It was some years after that I escaped again, and that time I got away. I swore then that I'd get my revenge on the Empire and become an adventurer so as to hone my skills and earn the coin I needed. But nigh on 2 decades have gone by. What have I achieved? Bugger all, that's what. Not like you lot. You ain't been here 10 minutes, and you've already done more than I managed in 10 bloody years. You give us too much credit, Glamout. We seek only to rescue our friends. Well, what's more important than that? In any road, after you've got your friends back, you're planning on going after the Empire, and don't pretend you ain't. I've helped a few folk take on the Imperials over the years, and every time I have, it's helped stave off my appetite for revenge. But something tells me I won't be going hungry for a while, what with everything you've got planned. And you're sure that'll satisfy you? If you wish to strike back at the Empire with your own hand, you need only say the word. We would be glad to have you with us. Tempting though your offer is, I'm afeard I must decline. Wrong! I swear to get revenge on the Empire, it's true, but I've long since realized that the front lines are no place for a man like me. Aye, there's some as would call me craven, but I prefer to think of myself as realist. My talents lie in scheming, you see, not in swordplay. Helping folk like you is how I can make the most difference. But that's quite enough storytelling for one day. Best not keep your friends waiting any longer. I'll be praying for your safety and success. May Ralger give you strength.
Hi.
Wherever the Empire goes, misery invariably follows in its wake. For the sake of all who call Eorzea home, we must put an end to Gaius's ambitions. But first, we have friends to rescue. Biggs, Wedge, and I will lie in wait east of Castrum Sentry, just outside the Stronghold's parole perimeter. Join us when you're ready. Oh, and don't forget to wear your disguise, or this will be the shortest rescue mission in history.
Okay.
God damn it. Banani. Imperial Banani. Eh? Oh, do I have to wear it? Wear it? Oh, that's fucked that I have to actually wear it. I didn't realize that. God, I move faster now, thank fucking God. Let's go! That's what I'm talking about! There we go. Cutscene time! Please be voiced. God damn it. Forgive me for saying so, but you cut quite a dashing figure in Imperial Black and Crimson. Ah, but now is not the time for jests. Let's review the infiltration plan. Castrum Sentry lies just beyond. A short while ago, an Imperial patrol left to do its rounds. Alphino and I will create a diversion out here and keep them occupied for as long as we are able. Meanwhile, the three of you will enter the stronghold, posing as the patrol returning from duty. Should Alphino and I prove less distracting than hoped, I will contact you via Link Pearl. Be ready to beat a hasty retreat. Okay. Dramatic. Wedge will lead the way in the Reaper. Stay close to him. And I hardly need to tell you this, but don't do anything suspicious. Oh, unless you wonder, Ida and Y'shtola left shortly before you arrived. We had planned that they should linger in the vicinity to cover our retreat in the event that Alphino and I had attracted too much attention, but the approach of an Imperial vehicle forced us to improvise. Don't be too disappointed. They did at least leave a message for you. Something along the lines of, "Don't do anything reckless," if memory serves. Wise words. Alright, the Imperial Patrol should be returning any moment now. You'd best be off. Good luck, Callum. May the 12 keep you. Nui. Voiced. Whimper moan, whimper moan. That wasn't awkward at all. Ah! I have to update. Anyway. Don't mind me. Oh, my apologies. I didn't notice you there, so engrossed as I was in my task. You'd be engrossed too, had the Tribunus commanded you to arrange for the prisoners to be transported. What prisoners do I speak of? You mean you haven't heard? Only the infamous Scions of the Seventh Dawn, captured by the Tribunus herself. If you don't believe me, have a look in the storage tower when next you pass that way. That's a fine salute. Part of the maintenance crew from Occidens, are you? Welcome to Castrom's Sentry, Engineer. What? Prisoners? Ah, you've heard the rumors then. Yes, they're being held in the storage tower, but I strongly suggest you pay them no mind. Now, you were summoned here to work, not to gawp at Eorzea's defeated heroes. Show a bit of enthusiasm, or I'll have you reported.
Okay.
Greetings, comrade. Forgive me for asking, but you haven't visited the storage tower, have you, recently? I only ask because I dropped something in there, and, oh, who am I fooling? I've fallen for one of the prisoners, alright? I dare say you know the one I mean. Eh? The svelte blonde? Goodness, no. It's the Lalafell lass I'm smitten with. She's so adorable it hurts. I want to sweep her up in my arms and squeeze her till my arms ache. What do you reckon it would take to convince the Centurion to lend me the keys so I can see her? Okay. What's this? You need access to the storage tower. What business have you there? At the Tribunus's behest, you say? This is highly irregular, but it would not do to make my lady wroth. Take my identification key. See that it is returned when your errand is concluded.
Okay.
Security's tight, just as we expected. We're gonna need a special key if we want to get past this bulkhead. Easy.
Hey.
No! Menphilia, and the rest. Thank goodness they're safe. I'm the one you want. Leave the others be. If you harm my friends, I swear I shall take my own life, and you shall answer to your mistress. Tataru, we must do something. Risk letting the entire castrum know we're here. I said bet. You're right. You don't get a better chance. This is the third squadron. What is it? A Reaper. Seized when? This came to light only now? The culprits will have left a trail. Take as many men as you need and scour the area. I want that Reaper found. Now's our chance. Sup, fucker? What the? Strike my last! Eliminate the intruders! Bitch. Get fucked, idiot. that it? No, it's not it. We still have to get out.
Calon, I was so scared.
Yeah.
It was foolish of you to come here. You might have been killed. But thank you. I shudder to think what might have happened had you not arrived when you did.
I say, did you not see Thancred anywhere? I'm beginning to fear for the fellow. To linger here shall yield us to no answer. Let us away ere the window to our liberty closes shut. He said, let's get the fuck out, bitch. What did you say? Escaped? Then recapture them. Fail, and I shall have your head. And what have we here? The Tribunus herself, just as you said. You have the eye of an Ahriman, Ida. Well, she's kind of hard to miss in that showy armor of hers. Accursed scions. How did you slip our defenses? With unexpected ease, if truth be told. There's a chance to be a commotion outside the castrum walls which allowed us to avail ourselves of the comforts of your vehicle. Ishtola's just being polite. That was one of the most uncomfortable things I've ever stowed away in. It's no wonder it's called the Phantom Train. No passenger would be seen dead on it. So you scuttled in amongst the freight like the vermin you are. I shall be sure to have words with our rat catcher. Such negligence is unforgivable. It is far from your most pressing concern. First, you must answer for your own wrongdoing, Livia Sass Junius. 'Twas you who led the raid on the Waking Sands. You who butchered unarmed men and women for the crime of being unworthy of capture. You killed our friends. We'll never forgive you. Nor shall we suffer you to plague Eorzea a day longer, to take you to your guard. More intruders! Protect the Tribunus! Confound it. Ida, with me. After them! Where is His Excellency? In the hangar, milady, in discussion with our guest. Alert him at once. Yes, my lady. Ooh. No, 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 no! She pierced. There they are! Fan out and surround them. Anyway. Must protect Tataru. Biggs, I'm going in. See everyone to safety. No, Wedge, don't do it! Idiot. Hold them off. I'll look after Minfilia and Tatara. Swag. We got 3 casters, dog. bitch. Fuck. Delia, chill. Where the unknown foe? Thank you, Oriange. Like a colossal waste of iron. Fair enough, Papa Lee. Let's go, bitch. Jesus. I'm doing better voice acting. Sorry, not to be a fucking asshole, but... Why is he Scottish? It loves me. No. 5. I'm 5. I'm 5. Bye, bitch. dramatic little bitch. Hee. Hai là hấp rồi. Oh! 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 Ingrid! Guess who got body snatched? Hee. Oh, bitch. Forgot how fucking cocky and annoying this bitch is. Don't hurt the Enterprise, she ain't do shit. I love that they're just watching his little crash out without interfering. Trials sending something to Menthalia. Duh. Hells take the Black Wolf and his toy. Rally all available forces. I want them ready to move upon my word. And relay to Slafston the order to sail. That is all. The maelstrom stands ready. What are the flames? Ready as we're like to be. I need only give the word to Royal.
Has there been no word from Ishgard?
None. The dragons have got their tongues.
Silent to the last. I was unwise to hope for better.
What would stir the Archbishop to open his holy mouth if not this? And he claims the fury for his god? 'Tis bad comedy. She's right.
The Holy See has made its choice. We will proceed without its cooperation. I believe we are all acquainted with the terms of the Black Wolf's ultimatum. We must agree upon a course of action, not less than the fate of Eorzea hangs upon the decision of this council.
Van Baelsar claims to wield the power to smite primals.
Should we yield to him, he pledges to rid the realm of its false gods, yet offer resistance, and he swears that we shall share the primal's fate.
Oh my god, hiccups. Pardon me my bluntness, but I like not these choices.
This is too great a decision for any one of our nations to make alone. Choose we surrender or resistance, we must answer as one. For if but one surrenders, the rest shall surely fall. Let us pray for the wisdom to do right by all our peoples.
Wow!
Once the people of Eorzea learn that the scions of the Seventh Dawn have returned, they will surely rally to our cause. We need only sound the clarion call.
Sherpookie.
Tancred's plight troubles us all, yet we cannot allow anything to come between us and our goal. So long as the Ultima weapon exists, Eorzea will never know peace. Let us go to the Alliance leaders, Callum, and help them to make the right decision. Grim tidings, Callum. It seems that word of the Ultima weapon's existence has already reached the Alliance leaders, in the form of an ultimatum. They have gathered in the Fragrant Chamber and are deliberating their answer even as we speak. Beleaguered as they are, I fear they may well elect to lay down their arms in the belief that surrender will spare their people untold suffering. Yet nothing could be further from the truth. That which the Black Wolf offers will doom Eorzea, not deliver it, and the leaders must be made aware of this. Let us hurry to them, Callum, and ensure that they do not act in ignorance of the consequences.
Yeah. The Council of the Alliance leaders is presently in progress in the Fragrant Chambers. I must ask that you step away from the doors, sir. I'm sorry. You're here on behalf of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. 1,000 pardons, my lord. Of course you may enter. About that. Please be voice acted. Thank God. Thank God. Keep telling yourself that. You know. You think we're gone. I hate this bitch so bad. Realm Reborn Alphino pisses me off so fucking bad. I've been busy, y'all. In the gang back together, dog. Ooh. Ooh. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba. Dramatic. I'm sorry, the voice acting is horse shit in a Realm Reborn. It pisses me off. I can't listen to it. Oh, fuck. Pit of despair. Sick. Okay. Not the waking sands, Jesus. Really shouldn't still be here, but let's see. Hi, Tataru. God. Oh my god, we're a warrior of light! Shit. Fuck yeah, dog. I like that everyone just, like, calmly nods.
All present, then let us begin.
We have received the details of the impending operation. In what promises to be the largest single counteroffensive in the realm's troubled history, the Alliance will strike at every Imperial stronghold standing upon Eorzean soil. As might be expected, this operation will be complex, but you need not commit its intricacies to memory. It is enough that each man understands his part and plays it to the best of his ability. The finer instructions you will receive at each staging point. Ooh, we getting into it now, boy. To begin, let us review the distribution of our forces. From west to east, the Maelstrom of Limsa Lominsa, the Immortal Flames of Uldar, and the Order of the Twin Adder of Gridania. Next, let us examine the locations of the Imperial strongholds. Near Limsa Lominsa, we have Castrum Occidens, situated in eastern Vilbrand, and Castrum Marinum, which lies to the south and east in the midst of the Rotano Sea. Near Uldar, we have Castrum Meridianum to the north, in the coastal outpost of Cape Westwind, which connects Castrum Marinum to the mainland by means of a Magitech transporter. Near Gridania, we have Castrum Oriens, which lies upon the eastern edge of the Twelfthwood. And finally, in Mordona, stands Castrum Sentry, a thorn in the heart of Eorzea. The forthcoming operation will see Allied forces assault each of the aforementioned locations, with the ultimate objective of destroying the Empire's new weapon, housed within Castrum Meridianum. As one might expect of the Black Wolf's seat of power, Castrum Meridianum boasts all but impenetrable defenses. If we are to breach it, we must needs isolate it from all its sister strongholds. To do so otherwise would be to risk being caught twixt hammer and anvil. The operation will comprise 4 distinct phases, all told. The first shall see us eliminate one of the Black Wolf's most trusted lieutenants, Ritatin Sas Arvina. According to our intelligence, the Praefectus is due to visit the Imperial outpost at Cape Westwind for an inspection. When he arrives, we shall dispatch an elite adventurer unit to eliminate him. Calon, we would have you lead this assault. Ritatin is a peerless field tactician. Shorn of his leadership, the garrison at Castrum Occidens will be as a snake without its head. Phase 2 will see us sever Castrum Meridianum's primary lines of supply. As soon as Ritatin's presence is confirmed at the coastal outpost, the Maelstrom will lay siege to Castrum Occidens. At that very hour, the Lominsan Armada, helmed by the Admiral herself, shall move to blockade Castrum Marinum. Meanwhile, in the Twelveswood, the Order of the Twin Adder will surround Castrum Oriens. And they'll have the Sylphs to help them. Phixia has been waiting for a chance to avenge these ones. Phase 3 shall see us neutralize Castrum Meridianum's defenses. Forming our main thrust, the Immortal Flames will march against the stronghold with all their strength. While the enemy's eyes are thus drawn outwards, another elite adventurer unit shall infiltrate the Castrum. Its mission? To disable the Magitech field generator which protects the Praetorium, a fortress within a fortress, wherein the Ultimo weapon is believed to be housed. Calon, we would have you take command once more. Meanwhile, the Order of the Twin Adder will blockade the railway which connects Sentry and Meridianum, preventing the timely arrival of reinforcements from Mordona. A wise precaution. The monstrous locomotive which runs back and forth between the two castras is capacious enough to transport a small army, by all accounts. It is well the Guardians did not think to give it wings.
Once Meridianum's defenses have been compromised, the operation will enter its fourth and final phase.
This will see the Immortal Flames enter the stronghold and suppress the remnants of the enemy garrison, allowing Kalon's unit to pass unopposed into the Praetorium, where they will locate and destroy the Ultima weapon. Ooh. By this feat shall the operation be deemed a success. No pressure, by the way. In addition to the Grand Companies, we can count upon the support of a variety of other parties, from the pirates of Limsa Liminsa to the monetarists of Uldar. All in all, the operation will involve no fewer than 12 major factions. Legends hold that the Archons were 12 in 1 and 1 in 12. It is for this reason that our grand endeavor has been dubbed Operation Archon.
Countless free companies have also pledged their swords, and more join us by the day. At long last, all of Eorzea is rising as one.
As before, we Scions shall work in concert with the Grand Companies. Ida, Papalimo, Ishtola, pray accompany your respective organizations on their missions.
Orianger, I would have you represent us in Uldar. Reassure the financiers that they have made a sound investment. When that is done, pray return here and aid in the coordination of our forces. Tataru, please assist Orianger in any way you are able, and ensure that everyone is kept abreast of the latest developments.
Minfilia, Sid, and I shall accompany the main host in an advisory capacity. It will be our task to analyze intelligence as it comes into our possession and make the necessary recommendations to command. He's 16, by the way.
As Alfino mentioned, you are to lead the elite unit of adventurers whose task it will be to see each of Operation Archon's main objectives fulfilled. Yours is the most important role of all and like to be the most dangerous. Pray choose your party well and stint not in your preparation.
The battle for the future of the realm is about to begin. Together, let us show the Black Wolf the power of a united Eorzea. Fuck yeah, brother.
Pray report to the Immortal Flames encampment situated to the north of here when you are ready to be briefed on your first mission.
Keep Westwind, baby!
I cannot stress this enough, but please be careful. May you walk in the light of the crystal.
Slay. Oh shit, I am farther than I thought. I'll do Cape Westwind, then leave the rest for tomorrow. Can I not buy a better? What I fucking thought. The fuck? Much better. I was like, what the fuck? You are welcome, Calon Alba of the Scions. As communications officer, it falls to me to issue you your orders and provide guidance on forthcoming missions. Your first mission is to infiltrate the Imperial outpost at Cape Westwind and eliminate Praefectus Ritatin Sas Arvina. All participating units are now in position and awaiting your arrival. Please proceed to the staging point and report to Lieutenant Aldebert. This is but the first step in our bid to purge the realm of the Garlean menace. I shall pray for your success. Thoughts and prayers, I guess. Sir Yor Calon Alba, the fearless leader of the elite adventure unit. We have been expecting you. Our Maelstrom friends report that Ritatin Sas Arvina departed Castrum Occidens a bell ago. And sure enough, a convoy of Imperial airships landed here just now. The likelihood is high that our target was aboard one of the vessels. I've dispatched scouts to verify his presence before we strike. Command to all units, requesting status report. This is Antline 1. Target has not been sighted. This is Antline 2. Likewise, target has not been sighted. Antline 3 here. We've got nothing for you neither. This is Antline 4. Nothing to report as of... Wait, disregard previous message. Target sighted. I say again, target sighted. Understood. Hold your position. Attention all units, this is Lieutenant Adalbert Cotter. First step of Operation Archon begins with us. Should we falter here, all hope of victory will be lost. 'Tis no small burden, but know that I believe in all of you. So believe in yourselves, and together we will blaze a path for our brothers and sisters of the Alliance to follow. We will create multiple diversions and disperse the enemy garrison. That should give you a chance to breach their defenses. Go now, Callan, and bring us Ritatin's head. May Ralger grant you strength. Thank you. I'm green. Commence diversionary maneuvers. Harvey is out. Huh? homophobia. Phobia. God damn it. Garly and rubber. Oh, slay. Oh, is this a solo duty now? It would appear we have unexpected guests. Now, where have I seen you before? Ah, but of course, the man who felled the mighty Titan. This is the Icon Slayer? I see. The promotion is naught but a diversion. Allow me to hazard a guess. By eliminating you, you hope to undermine the garrison at Occidens. A bold strategy, but to be sure, but have you the strength to see it to fruition? Leave us. None of you are a match for him. Send word to Castor Occidens. Tell them the Lominsons are coming. At once, my lord. "15 years have come and gone since Lord Van Baelsar first set foot in Eorzea, yet his ambition for the realm burns as strong as it ever did. Know you what fuels it, adventurer? The desire to deliver the people from their suffering. The lands he has conquered were all beset with problems. Poverty, starvation, lawlessness, and strife. My homeland was no exception. Had my lord not reached out and claimed it for the Empire, it would eventually have destroyed itself. But under his sage leadership, my people enjoyed such peace and stability as we have never known, and he only desires the self-same for the people of this realm. Under his rule, Eorzea would be free from the shackles which bind it, the shackles of false faith. There would be no feeble leaders to misguide the masses, no icons to bleed the realm dry. True peace would reign, and the people would be free to live their lives without fear of persecution or oppression. Should you doubt the truth of my words, I bid you look upon me. I'm no son of Garlemald, yet Lord Van Baelsar saw fit to raise me to a station of great honor. He measures a man not by his birth, but by his worth. Such is his sense of justice. With the grace of his excellency, I am where I was born to be, upon the field of battle. He has given me a noble cause to fight for, and worthy adversaries to smite. I am not wont to bear my steel needlessly, but if you are deaf to reason... In the name of Lord Van Baelsar, I, Ratatin Sasarvina, do swear to strike you down.
Okay.
Did they really change this to solo duty? Oh my god, they did. What the fuck? My shields are impregnable. No. I don't need to be running around. Even more disrespectful than literally using the power of icons. You do not hold back. Very well, neither shall I. So this is the strength of he who vanquished Titan. Let us aid you, my lord. You bastard! Your conviction and courage will not be for naught. This I swear. Burning rage grants him strength beyond his limits. Ouch. Rest easy, baby. Not duty complete, though. You are stronger than I had expected. But I have my honor. I cannot. I will not yield. Good lord, man. I like that it's just defeat him again. There we go. This isn't the end, clearly, because it still hasn't said. Duty complete. I have failed you. Lord Van Baelsar! Oh dear. Oh, never mind. It's done. That light! The Magitech transporter!
Kalon, are you there? What news of Richardson? Fallen! With this deed, you have sown the seeds of our ultimate victory. The fading of that light presages an end to the Empire's tyranny. Richardson and Sas Arvina is no more. Let the next phase of Operation Archon commence. Hurrah! Wow!
It seems that you've done it again, Kalon. I'd raise a tankard to you, but I'm afraid we've no time to savor the victory. There's still the small matter of infiltrating Castrum Meridianum and destroying the Ultima weapon. I know. No rest for the preternaturally gifted. Now stop feeling sorry for yourself and make your way back to the Immortal Flames encampment. The communications officer will issue you your orders. I'll be waiting for you with the main host.
Okay.
Look, Heidelin, your minion comes. In the light. Alas, the gate to the void already stands open. Soon, darkness shall consume all, and you shall bow down before the one true God. Oh, La Habrea. Prefectus. Slain! Regrettably so, my lord, and at the hands of the Icon Slayer, if the centurion who survived the attack is to be believed. Tut. Where were his men when he faced the enemy, fleeing even as their commander yielded up his last breath? It should prove they questioned his right. I cannot speak for them, my lord. Beg pardons, my lord, but there is more. The Maelstrom has laid siege to Castrum Occidens. Likewise, the Crimson Fleet moves to blockade Castrum Marinum. So this is their answer. Very well, we shall crush them as we crushed the Icons. Go forth and show them the futility of their resistance. Yes, my lord. Oh. Sayonaba, your deeds this day are an inspiration to us all. With the death of the Prefectus, Operation Archon has entered its second phase. Even as we speak, the Maelstrom moves to blockade Castrum Occidens and Castrum Marinum. And far to the east, in the Black Shroud, the Order of the Twin Adder advances upon Castrum Oriens. Already you have done much to advance our cause, performing such feats as are worthy of song, but if our plan is to succeed, more is required of you. Let me know when your preparations are in order, and I shall relay to you the particulars of your next mission. Phase 2 of the operation is presently in motion. Our brothers and sisters of the Maelstrom are holding their own against Garlean forces upon Vilbrand and the Rutano Sea. Ere long, the third phase will begin, and you must take to the field once more. The Immortal Flames shall strike at Castrum Meridianum by way of diversionary maneuver. While the Garleans are thus locked in battle, you are to infiltrate the stronghold and bring down the magic field that surrounds the Praetorium. The staging point for the mission lies in the shadow of Castrum Meridianum in northern Thanalan, and that is where you must go. On your way there, however, I would ask that you make a brief stop at Camp Bluefog, one of our key outposts in the area. The garrison, I am told, is in low spirits. It would do our troops well to see the hero of Cape Westwind appear before them. For the good of our cause, please stoke the fire in their hearts. Western. Go through to Central, then Central. I'll go manually. Molly Percocet? Funny as hell, actually. Man, remember when we were just in Western Thanalan doing baby shit in ugly armor before I unlocked glamour? Ah, Private Alba. Yours is a most welcome presence here at Camp Blue Fog. Logistically speaking, we are ready to march on Castra Meridianum at a moment's notice. Alas, while our troops are here in body, their minds are anywhere but. Garrison's mood is dark, so daunting is the prospect of joining what may prove to be the bloodiest battle in history. Yet a hero such as you walking among them may yet rekindle the dwindling embers within their souls. Okay. Huh, why not? Private Alba, I mentioned that I was hoping you might raise the flagging spirits of the men and women of our garrison. Worry not, it is no unnecessarily laborious task that we ask of you. The mere presence of a hero such as you walking in their midst would no doubt serve to restore them restoring them a measure of morale. So I ask of you this: make your way to the cerulean processing plant and report to General Raubon once you have arrived. Godspeed, Private Alba. Troops are counting on you. Did they cut these out? But I feel like they did. Oh, Rabon. Do this real quick. Well, if it isn't the hero who brought down the Prefectus, good to have you with me, friend. As you can see, the mood about the camp here is grim at best, hoping that their presence alone might serve to raise spirits some. Fortunately, it would seem that many are too preoccupied wallowing in fear and self-pity that they have yet to even notice you've arrived. Might I ask you to make the rounds and share a few words of encouragement to those men and women whose spirit falters? I had a mind to do it myself, but I'm quite certain it would carry more weight coming from you. Once you have seen to the others, go and do the same for Edelstein. No matter what he may claim, the lieutenant would also be better for a bit of rousing. Trust me, I know. This is a bunny psych. Oh, cute. Your striking gesticulation has reawakened me to my purpose. Hero or no, I will fight tooth and nail to protect the realm. Sorry. I break my fast on Garleans, and right now I'm very hungry. By Ralger, without my realizing it, the fire of my resolve had grown dim. Thanks to you, it burns red hot once more. If needs be, I shall lay down my life to secure victory for Eorzea. How about that? But sure. Ah, but that reminds me, Private Alba. There is one other matter. Prior to launching our final offensive, we will be conducting a series of special training exercises centered on common combat maneuvers and their telltale mark. Though you might fancy a spot of warming up before we face off against the Garleans, so I've taken the liberty of applying for clearance on your behalf. Huh. Oh shit, level 50. You have rekindled the flames of courage that burn within our brave men and women's hearts, and for this, I thank you. They cut out a lot of quests here, I think. And now, the time for battle is nigh. We must march forth with no worries or regrets. General Raubon awaits you at Castor Meridianum. The battle will not be an easy one, but I trust that you are up to the task. Godspeed, Private Alba. I mean, I'm not gonna do this tonight, because I'll do this tomorrow, but Lord. Yeah, we'll finish Realm Reborn tomorrow. Ooh, that's exciting, and we'll get into the patches. Wow. Oh my god, and then I'll go Elizin. Shit. Bomicus. Hi, Raubon. Our hero returns. I trust that your visit has done much to lift the spirits of our garrison on the eve of our greatest battle yet. Time is of the essence. Let us commence the briefing at once. Oh shit, what are they doing here? Brothers and sisters of the Alliance, I would share with you glad tidings. Doubtless spurred on by news of the siege of Castromorians, the Maelstrom has struck a double blow. Castromossidens and Castromarinum are now under blockade. Phase 2 of Operation Archon is a success. Reports tell us that the Garleans offered fierce resistance, but that the Admiral yielded them not one ill. With Ossidens, Marinum, and Oriens thus suppressed, the third phase may begin in earnest. Even as we speak, Order of the Twin Adder moves to block the railway leading hither from Castrum Sentry, and that can mean but one thing. The hour is come to strike at the heart of the Garlean invasion force. Castrum Meridianum, the den of the Black Wolf.
My fellow Eorzeans, I am Minfilia, mistress of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. There exist myriad barriers that divide us, those of race and nation, language and creed, but to name a few. Such barriers serve to isolate us from our neighbors, but they also serve to define who we are. Shorn of them, there would be little to distinguish one from another, and the rich variety of our lives would give way to sterile orthodoxy. These barriers can never truly be broken down, of course, not so long as there is liberty in the world, but they can be transcended. Verily, we do so now in coming together for this grand endeavor, to fight side by side in defense of our shared home.
Before me stands the adventurer Kalon Alba. You all know him as the man who will lead the unit tasked with destroying the Ultima weapon. We Scions know a different Kalon, however. We know him as a dear friend who has endured untold hardship on our behalf. A true hero who has ever blazed a path for us to follow. And why do I tell you this? I tell you, friends, because it is time for us to blaze a path for him. Our objective is to wreak such havoc outside the walls of Meridianum as to afford Kalon and his comrades the time they need to disable the Magitech field generator within. With the path thus cleared, we may finally turn our minds to the true goal of the operation, the destruction of the Ultima weapon. All troops, prepare for battle. I fear I can't accompany you this time. The unenviable task of facilitating communications between our forces has been entrusted to the Ironworks. See, know, though, that I will be praying for your safe return. Thanks, Sid.
See that you come back to us, my friend. May the crystal bless you and keep you.
We will suffer the Black Wolf to prowl our lands no more. Let us teach the hunter what it is to be hunted. Forward, comrades! For Eorzea! For Eorzea! Go now, Kalon, and bring us one step closer to the dawn. Fuck yeah, baby! I'm a bunny! Fuck yeah, baby! Oh my god, next time we'll just be MSQ and cutscene galore. Fuck yeah, dog! Hell yeah, that's it. That's it from me for today. Thanks so much for hanging out. I hope you have a great rest of your day, night, morning, evening, whatever time zone you may be in. I hope it's a fantastic one. I will see you next time. Tomorrow. We're gonna finish a Realm Reborn, baby, and then go Elysin, and then get into the patches. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. Goodbye.